Okay. This is some craziness. What is going on? I just like literally was about to come down here and set up for stream and I saw this. This is crazy. Let's make sure all the buttons are pushed here. Make sure Nightbot's in there. All right. So we get that. We get that. Okay, so here we go. This is supposedly the actual footage of what happened. So let's take a look here.
A little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look.
Oh. Oh, one more time.
If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Crazy. Crazy. Fucking crazy. Sorry, guys. I don't have everything set up, so here. Crazy. What do you guys think? You think they're going for him, or you think it was just some wild-ass fucking Trump supporters shooting at each other? And he got caught up. What do you guys think? Apparently... What's up, Whoa? What's up, Tiki? That one girl? Liz, unfortunately, well, I was... supposedly he's fine. Yeah, supposedly he's fine. I think it just like nicked him. There was blood on the side of his face.
Are you ready? On you. Ready? Move. Up. Move. Go. Hawkeye's here.
Look at these dudes. Holy shit. You think he had himself shot?
Are we good?
Captain?
Shooters down. Are we good to move?
Okay, so what do you guys think? Okay, I guess we'll make it a poll. We're gonna make it a poll. What actually happened? Legit? I don't know how to spell assassination, apparently. Fake as fuck. Let's see. I know, right? Now he's gonna be like, and I win! Now I win! Okay, what's the fourth option? We got legit assassination attempt, fake as fuck, wild-ass Trumpers firing off, or, what's the fourth possible one here? Yeah, they did say the shooter was dead. I'm sure he'll blame Biden for this. Of course he'll blame Biden for this shit. Mosquito. Okay, mosquito. Alright, there you go. Alright. What the fuck you guys think it is? You think legit assassination attempt, fake as fuck, some wild-ass Trumpers just like shooting at each other and he caught a stray? Or that was just a mosquito? He was shot in front of 25,000 people. Oh, dude. They had to do this shit? Like, do you know how often we're going to hear about this from Donald fucking Trump now? They tried to kill me. They tried. It was Melania. Was that what it was, Jess? A 3D printed 22 short? Let's see. Okay, I guess we could read the fucking story, right? Dude, I was not ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to go on. I was just getting ready to fucking hop on when I saw this. Okay, Donald Trump's campaign said in a statement that he was fine after being whisked off stage at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, home of the Eagles, after apparent gunshots rang through the crowd. President Trump thanks law enforcement and first responders for their quick action during this heinous act. Stephen Chung said in a statement, he is fine and is being checked out at a local medical facility. More details will follow. The Secret Service said in a statement that the former president is safe. Former president, presumptive Republican nominee, was showing off a chart of border crossing numbers during his last rally before the Republican National Convention opens Monday, when bangs started ringing through the crowd. Trump can be seen reaching with his right hand towards his face, and there appeared to be blood on his face. He quickly ducked behind the risers as agents from his protective detail rushed the stage, and screams were heard in the crowd of several thousand people. The bangs continued as agents tended to him on stage. The crowd cheered as he got backed up, and of course he did, and pumped his fist. Let's see. Joe Biden was briefed on the incident. The White House said he received an update. Trump's eldest son, Don Jr., posted a photo on X. Trump is fit. Oh, my God. Of course. Trump Jr.'s already on it. Let's see. Violence targeted at any political party or political leader is absolutely unacceptable. Has no place in Pennsylvania or the United States. Yeah, let's watch the video again because this is wild. This is some wild shit, y'all. I wasn't ready. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream. Please like the stream. Wild shit. Now I don't know, dude.
That chart's a couple
Let's
of
see
months
this shit
old,
again.
If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Look at this guy. Hold on. Look at the people in the background. Look at this guy right here. Watch this shit. He just stands there. Just like, what the fuck is going on? Whole time. Doesn't even duck down. Whole time. Look at him. Look at this dude. Look at this dude right here. He's sus. He's kind of sus, guys. He's like, what happened?
Move it there. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Up. Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's here. Move it to the stand. Stand, get ready. Stand, get ready. We ready?
Nuts. Fucking nuts. What's up, Redonk?
Shooters down. Are we good to move? We're clear. Let's
clear.
move. Let's move.
We're clear.
Thoughts and prayers.
I got you.
Get my shoes.
Hold on. Your head is bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus.
Yeah, what? How did it not hit anybody in the crowd? Was nobody else injured in this? Is this the he was the only person? Yeah, it was a very small caliber, because, yeah. You can't see my mouse on the stream feed? Oh, that's too bad. Right? Like, how did, no, I guess, yeah, I mean, I'm fucking, I'm up here trying to act like I'm doing the JFK thing. Look at this goofball. Oh, fucking great. Now, fucking dude's gonna be a martyr. A living fucking one. Gee, look at him. Holy shit.
And that's a little bit old. That
Wow.
chart. That chart's a couple
One
of
more
months
time.
old, and if you want
Okay,
to
the person in the background holding up the "You're fired" sign. That's mildly ironic.
really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
That's so crazy.
Really
more
see
time.
something that said, take a look at what happened.
Where was he firing from? Oh, 2 in the crowd were hit. Okay. So 2 people in that, and then so the actual shooter, he's dead, right? The actual shooter, did you heard it 4 or 5 site? Okay, let's look at the Fox News version. We'll watch the Fox News version. Hold on, Fox News, calm down.
That said, take a look at what happened.
No. This is just, it's just the same coverage. It's just the same. I'm sure this is all over everything. Is this from Fox News? Where that's where the original recording's from? Let's see. Is it just? It's just gonna all be the same footage, I bet you.
It's time we had a heart-to-heart.
Blah, blah. Stop it. Here we go. Former president was rushed off the stage. Trump is currently safe and Trump is currently safe and expected to survive. He may not. He may not survive the ear graze. Guys, it might be over. Let's see. Reporters on the scene saw smoke and heard what they initially thought were fireworks before everyone ducked. Screams from the audience rang out as the scene unfolded. Speaking in a parking lot near the event site, a mother and son were attending the rally. Were injured and carried. Okay, so mother and son was injured. People remained at the scene for 10 to 15 minutes. Trump was taken away. Okay. Then it's just all the same shit. It is unclear if a suspect is in custody. I thought that it sounded like they said he was dead. It sounds like they said the shooter was dead. In the minutes after the incident unfolded, politicians began posting. Of course they did. This is going to be a shit show, guys. Jesus Christ. This is going to be a shit show. Oh, I'm so glad I'm going on vacation. I don't think I even want to deal with this week. Let's see. RFK Jr. urged Americans to pray for Trump. Wow. Oh, okay. Trump was facing the direction it came from. That's what you think? Yeah. Yeah, how old was the white male shooter? Let's see. Every YouTube stream is this right now. You know it is. You know it wasn't SEAL Team 6. If it was SEAL Team 6, dude would not have made it. Okay? Would not have made it. Oh, he's going to get a huge boost, Clive. This is a shit show. This is like the possibly the worst thing that could have happened. This is as far as like absolute fucked up shit things to happen is for somebody to try to shoot Donald Trump and him use this now to turn it into some kind of insane fucking merchandising. Dude, the grift is going to be so hard. It's going to be like, buy bloody Donald Trump ears for $499.99. Buy the bullet that grazed Donald Trump. That's what it's going to be, dude. This is going to be like, the grift is going to be so hard. Let's see what C-SPAN's saying. We got anybody good doing that's got video or anything on this shit? Let's just go to YouTube. Let's just go to YouTube. Of course I'll blame Biden. Yeah, if you think Trump supporters hate everyone, not like them already, wait till yeah, exactly. You're calling it fake, Grey Pill? Grey Pill says it's fake. Okay. What is Adam Mockler?
Our local news keeps us informed when others won't, but it's under siege from big out-of.
Shots were just fired at a Donald Trump rally in
Adam Mockler
Pennsylvania,
is
and the
fast.
story is still breaking, but a bullet appears to have grazed Donald Trump's ear. Watch this clip.
If you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Okay, we are watching live. We do not know what is happening. We see Secret Service agents there with former President Donald Trump. This is at live video from Butler, Pennsylvania.
I have another angle to show you, but remember, guys, egging on political violence in any form is not acceptable. Even if we disagree with Donald Trump, even if we think that he is a threat to our country, political violence is never the answer, because then we're just stooping to the level that they went on January 6th. Watch this next angle.
Oh, here we go. Hold on.
Violence is never the answer,
What
because
was
then
that
we're
angle?
just stooping to the level that they went on January 6th. Watch this next angle.
Yeah, they didn't kill the shooter. Like, is there something that, can you see anything in this shit? The dude in the blue jacket's kind of sus. Just throwing it out there.
I want to play you guys a third camera angle, probably the most
tried to
thorough
get
one was
into your
caught by
boy.
C-SPAN. They catch the whole 90 seconds
Vince
where Donald
McMahon
Trump
production,
gets back
Chili
up
Bean.
after, pumps his fist, and you see a little bit of blood on his ear near his cheek. We don't know exactly what's happened. We don't know
Deep AI fake, maybe?
exactly how many shots were fired yet, but watch.
Take a look at what happened.
Before he talks? Wait, what are we talking about? Like back here? Which part are we talking about, Grey Pill? Like the very beginning? Deep AI fake!
Just stooping to the level that they went on January 6th. Watch
It's a
this next
BB
angle.
gun. It's an air pistol.
I want to play you guys a third camera angle. Probably the
Another
most thorough
angle.
one was caught by C-SPAN. They catch
we
the
go.
whole 90 seconds
Way
where
to go,
Donald Trump
C-SPAN.
gets back up after, pumps his fist, and you see a little bit of blood on his ear near his cheek. We don't know exactly what's happened. We don't know exactly how many shots were fired yet, but watch.
Take a look at what happened.
Damn, that was so close. Dude is probably, I bet you he shit it. If he hadn't shit his pants yet. I love how I can tell who fucking some of these people are by their clothes. The dude with the orange brick jacket, he's in like all kinds of fucking rallies. It's so weird that I can tell who some of these people are just by their clothes. You think the last one was a different caliber? No, SEAL Team 6 would not have missed. No.
Move! Up! Move! Go! Up! All guys here! All guys here! Move to the stand! Stand, get ready! Stand, get ready! We ready?
Grey Pill's from Alabama. Of course he shot a gun. Guess the left does have guns.
Shooters down!
Holy, yeah, see, shooters down, he keeps saying.
We're clear!
Dude, listening to the people in the background.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold on, your head is bloody.
He said, let me get my shoes on. Oh, shit, I haven't seen this angle. Hold on. Hold on, he said, let me get my shoes on.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold on, your head is bloody.
So we gotta move to the closet.
He's like, bro, we gotta go. We have to go.
Watch out.
Look, oh, did you hear that shit? Wait. Did you hear him? He goes, wait. Before he does the fist pump, they're like trying to get him off the stage, and he goes, wait. And then he does the fist pump. Look at this shit.
Watch out.
Dude, never a moment missed. Never an opportunity missed by this fucking guy. This guy does not miss an opportunity. Holy shit, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This dude just got shot at, fucking grazed his fucking earballs, and he wants to stop and fist pump? No fucking way.
So we gotta move to the bus.
Yeah, why were his shoes off?
Watch out.
Bro, that's not fucking normal. How many times have you been shot at, Redunk? I've had a gun pulled on me twice. I didn't fucking hang around to give anybody a thumbs up, bro. It's not fucking normal. No one gives somebody a fucking... No one's like, yeah, it's all good. Shoes off is code for let's do this. That's fucking normal. Dude said, wait. Let me give everybody a fist pump. Holy shit.
Incredibly intense stuff. If you look at this
Wow.
screenshot right here, you can
Fucking
see
insane.
blood on Donald Trump's ear and a little bit on his cheek. It does look like he was grazed by a bullet. A bullet went through his ear.
He's gonna be like, dude, I got scars now. It's like, I got so much street cred. I'm a felon. I've been shot at. Oh my god. Fucking Donald Trump's gonna drop a fucking rap album.
Which is wild. Secret Service then continued to usher him off stage. Bradley P. Moss on Twitter said, I don't give a damn how much you hate Trump.
A little
Find the
different
shooter
than getting
and lock
shot
him
at,
/
Redonk.
them up. We are Americans. You don't shoot your opponent. And I absolutely agree with that tweet.
Redonk, in a fucking NASCAR wreck, it's not like you're gonna fucking, another person's gonna come fucking drive into you. Usually there's like a fucking confirmed, people got like yellow flags and shit out. There's all kinds of the caution fucking cars going around and stuff. It's usually safe to give the thumbs up after a car wreck. When somebody starts shooting at you, generally the smartest thing to do is keep your fucking head low. How do you know that there's not another motherfucker with a gun?
We live in a democracy where murdering your political opponents should not be accepted. Donald Trump is always playing the victim, but in this case, he was the victim of a shooting, and we need to acknowledge that. And here's a high-quality photo of Donald Trump with blood on his ear, pumping his fist as the Secret Service escorts him off stage.
Of course
the New York
this
Times
shit's gonna be on a
Trump
fucking
rushed off
t-shirt.
stage at rally after
Mugs,
what sounded
bumper
like shots.
stickers.
The former president was escorted
Jesus
to his motorcade
Christ,
at
this
his
is gonna
rally
be
in
on
Butler,
everything.
Pennsylvania, a rural town about an hour north of Pittsburgh. Here's the latest. Mr. Trump went to the ground and was immediately surrounded by agents after the shots rang out, who then escorted him to a motorcade. The former president pumped his fist at the crowd as he was hustled off the stage. When the pops began at 6:13 p.m., Mr. Trump appeared to grab his right ear, which appeared to be bleeding as he left the stage. And I just want to reiterate, if we want to stay logically consistent, we should condemn political violence no matter who does it. I get that we dislike Donald Trump. I get that we dislike the effect he has on our country and the people living in it. But that doesn't mean that we should stoop down to their level and hope for political violence. Then we're no better than the people on January 6th, like I said earlier. But for a while now, Donald Trump has tried to paint himself as a martyr. He tries to...
No, but Teddy, come on. That's a different case. Teddy got shot, and he just, like, coughed a little bit. Teddy didn't even go down. Teddy was like, anyways, wanted to finish what the fuck I was saying. Come on, that was completely different. Low caliber, yeah. Holy Christ.
To push the boundaries of these gag orders so that he gets punished and he can say he's a martyr. And I'm worried that whatever this shooter wanted to do, whatever he intended, this may have the opposite effect. Donald Trump may be able to effectively turn himself into a
Orban,
martyr, even though he
Jenna?
wasn't killed.
Victor
I can already
Orban was
see
like,
the Truth
"Dude, just
Social
act like
posts
you got
saying the deep state tried to assassinate me, but they failed. I will be your next president, whether they like it or not." Just, I can already see the posts of him trying to turn himself into a martyr. And yes, he's the victim, but you can already see how he's going to use this for his political gain. So yeah, my worry is in this critical time when Joe Biden is already down in the polls, he's already struggling in the swing states, and he's given a lot of decent appearances lately, but the decent appearances haven't quite been enough to capture the threat that is Donald Trump. We need somebody out there powerfully explaining what the Supreme Court ruling meant.
Nah, dude. Nah. This shit is done. Dude. This race, you better... Fuck, I'm about to go fucking Joe Biden step aside. Michelle Obama's gotta save us, dog. Like, the only hope is Michelle Obama. At this point, if Michelle don't step in, I don't see how. I don't see how Donald Trump does. I don't care. Faking gay, fucking what it was, Ray William Johnson. You can call it whatever you want, man. Staged, real. I don't think it fucking matters. Donald Trump, you are not going to hear the end of Donald Trump saying that he has been shot until Donald Trump dies. Until the day that Donald Trump passes from this mortal coil, you are never not going to hear Donald Trump talk about getting shot. He's like, dude, all right, we've already seen all the memes, like Jesus was a traitor. The founding fathers were traitors. The next iteration of that is 50 Cent got shot. Tupac got shot. Biggie got shot. He's just like Biggie. Oh my God, this is gonna be insufferable. Oh my God, this is not going to ever go away. I don't even know what to say. Oh, Jesus Christ. Shut up, FJB. Oh my God. Oh man, one civilian died? That's rough. That sucks. Oh my God, I'm just trying to go on vacation. I'm just trying to go on vacation. Why is it anytime I just need to take like some time off, shit's gotta happen? Oh, fuck.
Explaining the Brad Raffensperger phone call or the fake elector scheme, and I'm worried this will only galvanize Donald Trump's fan base. This assassination
Shut
attempt,
the fuck up,
number
Rita.
one, it's going to go down in history like all of them do, whether we like it or not. The Reagan assassination attempt, you guys can probably picture the picture in your head, and that may be what happens here.
Redonk's voting for a dude who has brainworms. Just remember that. And he can't even afford shoes. Redonk can't even afford shoes. So, you know, you gotta be nice to him.
So in a time when the Democrats don't have a candidate that is quite exciting, I mean, I'm excited at the idea of beating Donald Trump. Joe Biden has been the best president in decades, the best president in modern history of...
Hold on, Kyle. Would have been the meme of the century if before he went down, he just went, missed. Oh, God. I am surprised that Donald Trump did not try to pull some shit like that. I am so surprised that Donald Trump, like, didn't take the mic down with him, like, underneath the podium. He's like, you guys, that was the best miss. He missed me by so much. I dodged it. I saw it coming. I pulled a Neo. You guys see me do that Matrix? I did the Matrix thing. Oh. No, but Jenna, it doesn't matter if it makes it look positive. It's just anything that Donald Trump can use. His followers will eat this shit up. This is their favorite thing. And the doomer conspiracies that are going to come from this are going to be over the top. Like, the doomers are already on the forums right now just typing that shit out. They are just like, big corporate green energy tried to assassinate Donald Trump. Oh, dude, it is. Oh, my God.
Of course, but I think if we want to be objective here,
Hold on. What's this, Jess? Okay, hold on. Let's see. He had one job and he fucked it up. Alright, here, let's see what this is. What do we got, Jess? Okay. What do we got? Jesus, I love the fucking timeline. Dude, this shit is out of control. Is this AI, the way that fucking everybody has their shit just, like, immediately? This is so bad. I mean, it's great to, like, have the information and stuff, like, almost immediately. But this, like, feeds into our issues with consumption. Like, the fact that everything is just, like, so well done and comes out so quickly now is just, like, kind of scary, actually. 1 minute ago, Democratic Republican lawmakers condemned political violence following incident at Trump rally. Shooter and attendee killed in incident at Trump rally. Let's see. Okay, lawmakers both sides have issued statements condemning political violence, of course. Mike Johnson's like, I was looking at porn. My son was monitoring me looking at porn when the president was shot. Kelly and I are why of course Mike Johnson's wife is her name is Kelly. Of course her name is Kelly. Kelly Johnson. Praying for President Trump and all the attendees of the campaign rally today in Pennsylvania. Let's see. Fucking, Mitch McConnell did not write this shit out. Mitch McConnell can't type. Tonight, all Americans are grateful that President Trump appears to be fine after a despicable attack on a peaceful rally. I love that all these guys act like it's so, like, crazy that this shit is happening when they all stoke fucking, like, political fear and anger and hate in people. Like, this is like, ooh, what is this? The consequences of my own actions. Like, politicians as a whole, I'm not even just saying specifically the right. Politicians as a whole have been dividing America for fucking decades now. And they're like, oh, shit, that happened. That's crazy. That's crazy. This political race has been insane for the amount of, like, vitriol, hate, anger that has been coming out from it. And people are, like, surprised that this shit happened? I mean, this was on my bingo card. This was 100% on my bingo card. Yeah, imagine back in the day, Kyle, when you had to wait until the next day for your newspaper. Of course you heard it was an Antifa member, Frosty. Dude, the amount of conspiracies are going... violent left extremists. Jesus. No, of course not. I mean, yeah, you can't have people going around shooting at fucking people even if they don't like them. I've said to you guys this before with the Civil War shit. Like, it's stupid. Like, you can't go around shooting at people that you don't like. I mean, we used to back in the day, but that was because I was from the ghetto. So, like, that's a different set of rules, okay? And I never shot at anybody. Other people pulled guns on me. But I was a better person than them. All right, let's see. Okay, wait. Eyewitness Blake Marnell from San Diego who wears a brick suit. Of course, that's that guy. He wears the brick suit. Front row seat, some friends watching the president speak. He was speaking about immigration. He had a slide on the big screen, the Jumbotron. I was watching him, and then I heard some noises. I registered them as coming from my left as I looked straight ahead at the president. I didn't know what they were. I don't have any training that would enable me to recognize gunshots from firecrackers from something else like that. I was hoping it was a prank, that it was a bad joke. I turned to my left, didn't see anything initially. I then turned back towards the president, and that's when I saw him essentially being tackled to the ground by the Secret Service. Then I heard some more noises, which at that point I believed to be shots based on what the Secret Service was doing. I crouched down, and then seeing there were no more noises, got back up a little bit and tried to pay attention to what they were doing right behind the podium. I could hear the Secret Service agents talking. I did not hear any call for medical. I did hear them begin to coordinate. Let's get ready to move him, do a countdown, and then they brought him out. I was really apprehensive that they were going to carry him, but instead he was on his feet and he was shaking his fist defiantly. I could see blood above his right ear. I can't say where that came from. He could have cut his ear when they tackled him. Oh, he could have cut his ear. That's a good point. He could have hit it on the podium. It could be from a gunshot or ricochet. I have no idea where it came from. There was clearly blood. I can't even say if it was blood. A Secret Service agent could have cut their hand and transferred blood. Yeah, there's a lot, actually. Obviously, a lot of us are saying that he was, like, grazed, and it does seem like he was grazed because at that beginning part, he reaches up and touches his ear after the first shot. So I'm guessing that that was his blood, and I'm guessing that he was grazed by a bullet, which, to be fucking honest with you, that is close. That is so fucking close, my man. Like, holy shit. Maybe the silver lining to this is that people can see, because, this is like when people talk about getting in a fist fight and they're so, like, stoked up for a fist fight. Oh, I'm gonna beat that person's ass. You don't know, I'd do so much. And then it actually happens and they see somebody actually get, like, fucking mangled. And then they realize that it's not as, like, it's not as glorified as you think it is. Maybe this will be a wake-up call for people to realize that this shit is real, to realize that things like this can happen, and if they do happen, it's going to be crazy and it's going to be bad. So, I don't know, maybe that's a bonus. So we got 2 new updates. What are the new updates? What are our new updates? Biden says he's praying. Of course he is. Thoughts and prayers, boys. Yeah, Barack Obama says absolutely no place for political violence. This is just all the politicians, like, saying they're fucking... 1939 is the part you want. 1939? Is there some kind of fucking... Oh, okay, 19.34. Okay. Glass fragments, not a bullet, hit Trump. Okay. So, hold on, what the fuck? So, glass fragments, not a bullet, hit Trump. But what are the fucking glass fragments from? Oh, can I not look at this unless I sign in? Dude, I hate Elon Musk. I hate you, Elon Musk. Here we go.
Hunter, that's exactly where I heard him come from.
What did you see, sir?
I heard the shots. I thought it was firecrackers to begin with. Somebody over there was screaming, he's been shot, he's been shot. So I made my way over. I said, I'm an emergency department physician.
Oh, teleprompter.
Let me help you. The guy that spun around was jammed between the benches. He had a headshot here. There was lots of blood, and he had brain matter there. And so I got
Jesus.
him. There's a helicopter coming in to get him. So I got people there really helpful. I got
Was
him
there only
up
one
on the
person
bench.
shot that you saw?
Then I did CPR, did chest compressions as well.
Glass panels on the side. Okay.
I was the only one who did it.
We need to evacuate everybody.
The teleprompter was not hit. Yeah, obviously, look, guys, anything that's being said right now is going to be like, a grain of sand kind of shit. It's not like something like you run and fucking tell people about. I mean, almost all the time, what was the last thing that happened that I was like, no, I'm not going to get on stream right away? Because so much of the shit that comes out is going to be incorrect. I mean, it's all just conjecture. It's you've got millions of people that are receiving the smallest amounts of information and then attempting to make, some type of decision based off of these little things. So obviously anybody claiming that they know what happens right now is probably going to be full of shit. Let's see. And the other side of this that's really scary is that potentially you have somebody on, in Trump's camp, one of his supporters, that then potentially, decides to go and do something. I just watched the most recent, not most recent, one of the episodes of The Boys, where they have this part where this guy walks into the youth center and pulls a gun and says he wants to find where they're trafficking these kids, because it's based off of the Pizzagate story, where the guy entered the pizza place and claimed there was a basement and that they had kids and shit like that. And it's very easy to get a certain type of person worked up and they do something that they should not do, right? So, like, this is what I'm saying. This is the problem with, like, all the doomer crazy shit, right? Is that the doomer crazy shit is going to inflame certain types of people, and the potential that somebody else could try to get revenge or do something where it's the deep state trying to take him out kind of shit, like that's a concern. That's a concern. Yeah, the suspect, I believe the shooter is dead, Frosty. Yeah. And to people that are saying, like, I'm just trying to figure out what happened. That's fine. It's just that the people watching it should realize that this is coming from a place of very little information, and that, people shouldn't get too worked up on either side, period, but they shouldn't get too worked up off the story they're creating in their head of what's going on, because we really don't know what happened. And yeah, I mean, obviously, the thing that you hope it is that it was some kind of, in such a bad place. The best case scenario is the hope that somebody was in an argument. Here's an example I'll use: the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade. Correct? The gun violence that happened there almost immediately after the Kansas City shootings. People were freaking out. They were saying, like, it was somebody attacking. People were saying it was a terrorist attack, all of these things. And what it actually ended up being was people having a disagreement in the crowd that had weapons that began shooting at each other. One guy apparently began shooting just all around him because he's fucking psycho. But in that case, obviously there is no good case, no good scenario. But best case scenario was that it wasn't like some kind of planned attack, like that people fucking, did some dumb shit. Innocent people were harmed. That's fucking terrible. But the last thing we need is some kind of crazy shit where somebody had planned something like this to happen. Because, like I said, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and you don't want... Okay, that's from earlier. This type of thing to become commonplace. Like, this shouldn't be something that people want to happen in our society, obviously, because, like I said, if you think that it's okay for your side to do it to the other side, then it's going to turn out that the other side is going to, be able to do it as well. And next thing you know, you do have what potentially is the worst case scenario, which is a civil war of sorts. And that's just fucking not something we need. Yeah, Kansas City, yeah. You want me to play it again? Which clip you want me to play? He was shot in the head and he brushed it off. Dude. Okay.
He doesn't excite a lot of the moderates or the apolitical people that he needs to gain, and I'm worried that this assassination attempt will start to excite those people. And of course, everybody on Twitter is already freaking out about a civil war. I'm sure Tim Pool will be tweeting about a civil war soon. I don't think this will heighten the tensions in the country in the same way that some people will think. Some people think this was a shot that was heard around the world and everything's going to escalate from here. No, I think Donald Trump is going to take advantage of it. All Republicans are going to use it to their political gain. I can already hear what Marjorie Taylor Greene's going to say, what Charlie Kirk's going to say. They're all going to have these same perfectly lined up talking points. Marjorie Taylor Greene already said someone just tried to assassinate President Trump. The Democrats and the media are to...
And so this is what I'm going to say too about this. When people do these kind of things, this is why I don't trust people like MTG. Like, Mike Johnson's going to come out and he's going to say his political bullshit, right? He's going to say, oh, we're praying for him. This type of thing is just not okay. You know, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be a very, like, a generic statement. And that's appropriate, to be honest with you. That's what the politicians should be doing. Just like any leader in any given situation, your job is to de-escalate, not escalate. So most people that are actually, like, professional politicians, real fucking leaders, are not going to come out and say some crazy shit. But this shit right here, this is why I hate MTG. Because, once again, there is never a moment that these people will not sacrifice your life, your shit, for their benefit. This fucking lady is going to come on here and put in all fucking capital letters, assassinate President Trump. The Democrats and the media are to blame for every drop of blood spilled today. This is the kind of shit that a person that doesn't actually know how to lead does. This is the type of shit that people like MTG, Laura Loomer, Tim Pool are going to do. That's absolutely ridiculous. You should be trying to get people more worked up about this shit. You should be trying to de-escalate this. You should be telling people, we don't have all the facts. We need to calm down. We need to, you know, we need to judge the scenario as it is, but without a ton of evidence or proof, then there's nothing that you can really, like, how crazy would this be if she came out and said this shit, and then it turned out to be a Kansas City style thing, right? Like, it's just like when the fucking boat hit the bridge, too, where it was like all these people jumped out there and they're like, it's a terrorist attack and the Chinese cyber warfare and all this crazy shit. And then it turns out some dude, like, fucking shut a vent he wasn't supposed to, and it caused the engines to fucking die. This is the same shit. What do you do if you're MTG and this comes out that it was fucking, you know, two people in the crowd shooting at each other or something like that, and you've came out and you've stoked up the anger and the fear and the hatred of the other side, and now something potentially happens because of something that you said on Twitter. Like, this is what I'm saying. This person does not care for you. This person only cares to continue to solidify her position in the government so that way she never has to work a normal job again. She's going to take every fucking chance that she gets to use something like this to make you more angry, more hateful, more fearful of the very people that you live in the same fucking country with. And that's fucking sad, and that's scary. Neither side should be
blame for every drop of blood spilled today. For years and years, they've demonized him and his supporters. Today, someone finally tried to take out the leader of our America First and the greatest president of all time. Watch the video. President Trump said, quote, fight, so we will. Marjorie Taylor Greene uses this quote, America First, but she is the farthest thing from that. She is a Russian stooge. And she's already trying to use this for political gain. Literally.
Yeah, everybody in chat, rest in peace, Gene Simmons, okay? Like, Gene Simmons passed today, and that's a true tragedy, all right? Fucking everybody, okay?
20 minutes after it happens, which proves that Republicans will try to use any sort of shooting for political gain, whether it's a mass shooting at a school or somebody trying to assassinate Donald Trump. Republicans are ready. The Republican spin machine is ready to spin it out of control and make it seem like a win for America in some way. Maybe common sense gun laws would have vetted the person who tried to assassinate President Trump. Maybe it would have been a red flag. Maybe the person had a mental illness and shouldn't have had.
No, it was the fitness guy, right? Richard Simmons. Am I fucking that up? Did I say Gene Simmons? Is the guy from Kiss, right? It's Richard Simmons, right? Yeah, sorry. If I said Gene Simmons, my bad. Richard Simmons is what I meant. Richard Simmons died today. Gene Simmons is the fucking Kiss guy, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. The guy from Kiss did not die. The cool fitness dude that I grew up with, Richard Simmons, passed away today. Super sad. Super sad. Trump couldn't let Richard Simmons have the day. That's what I'm going with. Donald Trump saw that Richard Simmons passed away today, and he was like, he doesn't get to have the spotlight. No way. I don't want him to have the spotlight. And then he fucking did what he did, because I don't want to get in trouble for conspiracy theories, so I can't even joke right now about this shit. Yeah, fitness guy. Fitness dude. Angry Ginger spreads misinformation of Kiss singer dying. God damn it. Oh, God. I redact. Allegedly. Oh, man. Okay, now, look, now I'm going to have to go into, like, fucking overdrive, because fucking Donald Trump's going to be spinning this shit. Like, has Donald Trump, has he put out something? Oh, Jesus. I did not take that man's life, okay? I did not. Okay. Hold on. Has Trump truthed yet? Trump turth? Has Trump truthed yet? Let's see what happens. Is this his account? I don't know. I don't know how to truth, guys. I actually have an account. So no, I don't want to fucking learn more. God damn it! Why'd I click that? Okay, I'll take your cookies. I cannot believe that there's not a truth social post yet. How is there not a truth social post yet? Like, you know, Donald Trump was like, "Give me my phone. Give me my phone. Give me my phone." They're like, "Sir, no, we have to get you to a hospital." He's like, "Give me my phone. Give me my phone." You think he's gonna have like cauliflower ear? 50 Cent's already memeing it. I told you he was going to. I knew there he was. I don't know how to truth. Jesus. You hope I have an FBI or an alibi? I know, probably, right? Like, I mean, I literally got on stream like fucking 20 minutes after it happened, so. Fucking, oh no. Come out to 50 Cent at his next rally. No! No! Oh, God. This is like the worst thing that could have happened. Oh, my God. Oh, is Adam still...
Kong can't stop this on his own.
We're gonna do some streamception. What is Adam saying? What is Adam saying right now?
Point, and something like this happens. I'm sorry, but you guys see where I'm coming from, right? No? Yeah? Biden is speaking in a few minutes, according to The Guardian.
Adam's doing the same thing I am. Calm down, guys. He's going to calm down.
To my father on the phone, and he is in great spirits. He will never stop fighting to save America.
Fucking
no matter what the radical left throws at him. 1.1k members on the subreddit.
I'm sorry,
Let's
Adam.
go. If you guys want Project 2025 research threads, and if you want breaking news and memes, Adam Mockler subreddit in chat. I'll spam it a few times so you don't miss it.
Look at all the MAGA people. LB, I see you in the other chat, LB.
Shooting. The White House has
I'm watching for all the names I know.
I see where you're coming from. Do you see how it implicates you? What? How it implicates me? I don't know. Biden praying for Trump after shooting at the rally. Thank you for saying I'm doing great. Thank you. Breaking memes. Yep.
Breaking
news. Memes. Joe Biden has released a statement about the shooting that left 2 people dead.
Let's see who else. Who else is doing shit right now? Oh, here we go.
Presidential moment, if there ever was one, in the 2024 presidential campaign. We are soon to hear from the President of the United States, who is...
Dude, what happens? What happens if Joe Biden goes up there and calls him Putin on accident?
Briefed by all the agencies in the federal government as to the situation, based on what we know now. I have tried to get a hold of Donald. He's with his doctors. Apparently he's doing well. I plan on talking to them shortly, I hope, when I get back to the telephone. Look, there's no place in America for this kind of violence.
Frosty.
It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this. And I want to thank the Secret Service and all the agencies, including the state agencies, that have been engaged in making sure that the people who, and we have more detail to come
Woke.
relative to other people maybe injured.
No, that
in the
should be
audience.
funny.
I don't have all that detail. We'll make that available to you. I may be able to come back a little later
Let's
tonight,
not
but
talk
we'll
about
put out a statement
people's
if we don't-
names.
If I'm not able to get before.
Let's wait until things are confirmed before we start
the bottom line
saying
is
certain people
the
that can get
Trump
you in
rally
trouble.
was a rally that he should have been able to can be conducted peacefully without any problem. But the idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of. It's just not appropriate. And everybody must condemn it. Everybody. I'll keep you informed, and if I am able to speak to Donald, I'll let you know
You
that
almost
as
called
well.
him the president.
But so far, it appears
Good job, Joe.
he's doing well, number one. Number two, that there's thoroughly investigating what happened to anyone else in the audience. We have some reports, but not final reports. And every agency in the federal government, I'm going back to my phone to speak with the federal agencies that are being put together again to give me an updated briefing. Has anything happened? They learned any more in the last
Joe's
couple
doing
hours.
it right.
So thank you very much, and I hope I get to speak to him tonight, and I'll get back to you if I do, okay?
President, do you think there was an assassination attempt?
I don't know enough to. I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts. So I want to make
There you
sure
go,
we have
Joe.
all the facts before I
Do
make
you
some
see the
concrete
difference, guys?
President safety. That was President Biden addressing.
So this is what I'm saying. That's what you should do as a politician. That's what is appropriate to do as a politician and as a here, we're gonna pause this because I want to hear what she has to say. Not what MTG did. And this is what I keep saying to you guys. This is why I keep saying this over and over and over again, is that when we talk about people like the real problems in our society, and when we talk about like this big rift that has been created between politicians and constituents or voters, we're talking about people like MTG and Boebert and the rest of that crew are creating an insane divide because they benefit from it. Joe Biden went up there and said what he's supposed to say. He shows concern for Donald Trump. He shows, worry. He says, I'm not going to speak to something that I only have an opinion on, not facts. Like, that is what you should be doing. You shouldn't be going up there. I don't want to say Trump, but I know for sure if you had a Marjorie Taylor Greene press conference right now about the same thing, she'd be up there saying things like, it's the left, the people who did it are this, the people who did it believe these things. Like, the facts need to come out, and people need to be patient before they start jumping on this and thinking like, oh, it's this or it's that. It's okay to like have an opinion on it. That's perfectly fine. But when you're in a position of leadership, the last thing you should be trying to do is get people riled up and have fear and anger and hate from this. That's not what you should want to do as a leader.
At this rally, we are told the potential shooter is dead. Someone in the crowd is also dead. But what really stood out to me from this address was the president called former President Trump Donald. I'm trying to get a hold of Donald. I hope he's okay. All of the kind of political vernacular has kind of faded away, and now.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is it like humanizes the event. It shows you like what could possibly actually happen from something like this. And when something like this does happen, I'm sure for people like Joe Biden, for Kamala Harris, for Obama, for Bush, all of those guys, that they fear that something like this obviously could happen to them as well. So it humanizes it and it changes the rhetoric. And this is what I'm saying. If there's any silver lining at all of this, maybe, and I do not believe that this is going to happen, to be honest with you guys, but maybe it'll make Donald Trump tone down the rhetoric. Maybe it'll help politicians to realize they need to tone down the rhetoric. That this, like, the way that they've pushed Americans to this point where they're completely divided along these, like, opposite lines. They're completely polarized. They're willing to take, matters into their own hands and do something as crazy as this. That I think that politicians need to take responsibility and accountability for why something like this happens, right? Because things like this, I'm not going to say they don't happen without that, but they definitely become more likely to happen when you have people that are pushing other human beings to their limits. Like I said this the other day, I'm taking a week off this week, and I feel really good about it because I'm exhausted, man. I'm exhausted by covering the amount of shit that I have to cover per week. Obviously I have a job as well and a family and other stuff to do. But I mean, sometimes I lay down at night and it's just like fucking my brain won't stop because I have so much shit to think about. And it's like I can only imagine what people that, don't tend to have like the endurance, the resilience that I have for this kind of shit, I'm exhausted. I can imagine what's going on for other people, and this is going to break people, and you're going to have more incidents like this because of people like fucking MTG. MTG and her ilk are causing a severe divide. For all the people out there that say that Joe Biden is divisive, take one look at what Joe Biden just did, okay? And then take a look at fucking X right now and tell me, what's Laura Loomer saying? What's Tim Pool saying? Like, come on. Yeah, Trump will double down on being a prick. Yeah, most likely, like I said, I don't think that he'll tone down the rhetoric. I think it'll be just as bad as it has been, if not worse, because I think he sees an opportunity. But like I said, once again, though, that should like fucking blow your mind that a political figure is that willing, regardless of what side they're on. I'm not claiming just one set of politics are doing this. I'm saying in general, any politician that's willing to get you worked up to the point that you be willing to shoot each other does not have your best interest in mind. Period. Full stop.
Now he's talking human to human. He said Donald is with doctors. I'm trying to get a hold of him. He, of course, condemned what happened, condemned political violence. He said, quote, "It's sick."
He also said he's trying to learn more information. We do know that some kind of firearm was discharged, and we're trying to learn about how what exactly happened.
Neutralized.
We've heard from
I'm
Donald
gonna
Trump
start using
Jr.
that.
as well
Neutralized.
just in the last few minutes, sent by an aide. Don Jr. was not there. Donald Trump Jr. not there. But he said, quote, "I just spoke to my father on the phone, and he is in great spirits."
Hold on, I'm gonna come up with my one conspiracy, guys. My one conspiracy is, do you think Donald Trump did this to get Melania back? Do you think Donald Trump was like, he's like, Melania, I almost got shot. It was close. He almost got me, Melania. This is your last chance. You never know. You never know what could happen to Donald. Will you have sex with me one more time? I'll give you $130,000. You don't have to tell anybody. That's going to be my one conspiracy
He will never stop fighting to save America.
Or Melania
no matter what the radical left throws at him. Okay, we don't know about the intention of this shooter.
He loves it,
motivation
Clive.
in any way at this time. That's
You
a quote from
know
Donald
he
Trump
loves
Jr.,
it.
former president's son. President Biden, in his brief remarks from Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, a place where he likes to enjoy some peace and quiet on the weekend.
Dude,
Not
the dude
this
in the blue
weekend,
jacket
having to
is
speak out
sus
about
as
violence
fuck. I'm just going
at
to
a
keep
political
saying that.
rally. He called it sick.
Sorry,
Sick.
blue jacket guy.
We have Major Garrett also on the line. Major, what do you take away from the president's remarks, and what are you hearing from your sources?
Oh, no.
Well, first of all,
that's terrible.
everyone, I just got to Milwaukee. I got here about 5 minutes ago, right off the airplane, and was shocked to hear the news out of Butler, Pennsylvania. The president's remarks are all the nation knows. and he's at the top of the pyramid of all the available information. I can tell you this from Milwaukee.
All right, let's fast forward.
I just got off the phone with Ryan Priebus.
I don't want to show too
Republican
much of
National
that
Committee
stuff
Chairman,
because that stuff will
former
actually
White
like,
House
get
Chief
me
of
in trouble. I don't want to show too much of that.
What the former president was injured by. We can see in images that there was blood,
What up, Jeannie?
but we don't know if, for example, he had a close call, if this
You
was
think so,
shrapnel, if this
Redonk?
was
You think it was
glass,
that
or-
close?
Do you have any way of knowing?
I have no way of knowing the injuries
Yeah,
to the president.
Frosty.
I
That's
was
sad,
focused
dude. That's
entirely
super
on
sad.
that poor individual that was shot. And I once you're in that
Yeah,
mode,
I don't believe
you
any of
really
that shit,
pay
Redonk.
attention for
I don't believe any
surroundings.
of that shit.
I
Shooter on the
did
roof
look
bullshit.
briefly for
Like
any,
99% of the shit
guns or
that comes
weapons
out is
in the
fucking
area
wrong.
where he
Almost
was
always.
or around where
These
other
are the same
members
fucking people that were
his
like,
family
bro,
were. I didn't see
the
any
fucking
weapons, no
cyber
guns,
Chinese
no knives,
warfare
nothing.
boat.
Could you tell the distance at which the shot was taken? Did you see the origin of the shot?
I couldn't tell. Again, I'm not a telemetry expert, but the way the wound entered, it was, I think, from being trees or from a distance, it seemed. And sometimes it looked like an assassination. They'll shoot the individual in front of them so they then can shoot their true target. I just thought of that as I was dealing with this individual.
Mm-hmm. Doctor,
Crazy.
since you are a medical professional, the fact that the former president was able to stand up, we heard him say, you know, get my shoe. He had a trickle of blood, but he had his arms
I
around
don't
others.
fucking
That
care about
would,
X, Redonk. I'm gonna be
as
honest
we
with
are
you.
hearing
Like
from
that's part of the fucking problem. Is
these
people on
statements from
fucking
his
X.
campaign suggest that
I
he is
fucking hate that
fine.
shit.
What was it that you think took him off his
It's
feet?
like 50% wrong, 50% right.
because
So it's
I
like,
did not
oh, it's a
witness
trusted
that.
news source.
When I turned around, the Secret Service were already piled on him, and my attention was entirely on this individual, so I could not really assess the president how he was walking off the stage. The first thing I said when I got up and I turned to my friend said, did Trump walk off the stage? And he said, yes. And so to me, that indicated that the wound was not severe, at least at that moment.
It's crazy. Like that guy in the back's
Doctor,
holding a
you
kid,
were
too.
there
That's so
as an
insane.
attendee. Tell us about the level of security required to enter these fairgrounds.
It was quite tight. I mean, it was a good hour to get in. There were an hour to get in the line to go through the metal detectors. I happen to have
TikTok
needs,
is insane right now.
That
There's probably so
lights
many
up metal
conspiracy
detectors,
theories.
And
Harry Sasson
they
is
had to
having a
warn me
stroke.
after I got in. And
He's
it
too young to have a
confirmed that
stroke. It
I
has to be
had
something
that.
else.
It was quite tight. I felt pretty secure there. Okay. Also, where my vantage point in the stands, I could observe. I could observe what I consider to be SWAT snipers with silencers and different guns.
Okay, whoa. Buddy?
I think we just lost him.
The reason, Adriana, that description of the distance is so important is it gets to the security protocols. Clearly, the security perimeter was.
Yeah, because, I mean, so what do you guys think? You guys think he's going to do any more outside rallies after this? I guess his next thing is the Republican National Convention, right? His next thing is Republican National Convention. It's like 18 days away or something like that. Fucking wow. And it looks like he has blood on this ear too. Looks like he has blood on this ear that's facing us and the other one. That's so crazy.
Not broad and wide enough. If, as we were just hearing from our eyewitness, it took over an hour to get through those metal
detectors. He did it so he doesn't have to do another rally.
And someone was able at a distance
TR, you think
to
it's
take
fake?
a fairly clear shot that close to.
It is pretty goddamn strange.
I just got a text from the former president's son, Donald Trump Jr. He's been on the phone with his father. He was not at the event. He says, as we've been reporting, his father is doing
That's a good
fine.
point.
He's doing fine.
Oh,
That's from
tomorrow
Donald
is the
Trump
convention.
Jr.,
Thank you.
the son of former President Donald Trump.
I understand our political
he's
reporter,
gonna
Ed
milk
O'Keefe, is
this
standing
till
by. I believe he's
dry,
in Milwaukee.
dude.
Ed,
Maria,
are
you
there?
think it's
Can you
fake?
hear me?
That's right. Margaret, I can. Can you hear me?
I can, Ed. We already knew that Milwaukee was in a heightened level of preparedness.
I'll watch it when it comes on the real news. Yes.
Because this is a large gathering. All large gatherings these days are highly scrutinized, but for the RNC, there's high security. Do you have any sense on the ground if protocols are changing, or if any of the Secret Service you're seeing there has any indication of what went wrong?
We are, during the day, in the hours before this, we observed local police and other police agencies that get sent here
I'm not
to
to sit up
assist
here and act
Milwaukee
like I
local
know
police in dealing
other.
with things like traffic control.
I don't want to look at it, Redunk, if it's
reviewing the lay of the land, getting a sense of it.
If it's like an actual body and stuff like that, I don't want to put it on the show. I can get in trouble for certain things. So I don't know. Tell me what it is before. I don't want to. Or I guess I could pop it up over here. Because there's certain things I can't show. Oh, okay. Here, I will. This isn't graphic or anything like that, so. So this is what Redunk's talking about.
We can see the guy there. I think they hit him.
Looks like he's wearing camouflage pants, or are those just khakis? Maybe those just khakis.
Because the guy he looks dead. Tá vendo? Lá em cima, né? Aqui, ó.
Crazy.
We can see the guy there.
So, once again, I don't want to say that I know something about this. But it looks like, yeah, if that's true, if that's correct, then it does look like he was using that building as a vantage point. And that's what I was wondering about, was because you can have, this is why I was asking whether or not you think he'll still do outside rallies, because you can have security, obviously, to keep people out of the rally with guns and stuff like that. But what do you do when there's like lines of sight, right? Like what do you do when, you know, obviously, like, what is his name? Oswald, you know, shot from a building, right? It's not like a lot of these assassination attempts are going to happen from, you know, just a person in the crowd. A lot of times it's going to be somebody shooting from, you know, a good distance away. Not far, but a good distance. So I'm just wondering what he's going to do. But I think maybe what You Don't Like My Music said was probably pretty pertinent. I think that's who said it, was bulletproof glass. It's probably going to be...
So the fact that he very clearly said from the beginning, I'm trying to talk to Trump tonight myself, is notable, and we'll see whether or not that conversation happens.
Get
and the
my
president
shoes
will
was
speaking
the most
again
wild
tonight
thing to say.
To try to help quell concerns across the country. That response different to the one that Trump made.
People behind him at rallies.
This, though, perhaps understandable, and we'll just have to monitor here in the coming hours how these two leaders and perhaps
on the roof. Is that what this is? Okay, just don't link me anything. Don't link me anything that you wouldn't think I should be seeing on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give me anything that like is gonna get me in trouble, sir. And I know you're gonna say I'm not gonna do that, but I think what you think and what I think. Oh wow. What do the comments look like? I can't fucking click these because I'm not signed in, and I'm not gonna sign in on my account. Crazy, fucking crazy.
perhaps former Presidents Margaret. Presidents Margaret.
The shooter's weapon was a rifle.
Oh wait, there you go.
In other words, a skill. Milton is saying we now know the weapon used was a rifle. That the shooter.
That response different to the one that Trump made in the moments after this, though, perhaps
Get
understandable.
my shoes.
And we'll just have to monitor here in the coming hours how these two leaders and perhaps former presidents, Margaret, consider speaking out or doing something to try to quell the obvious rancor and violence that we've seen today.
No, I don't think you're trying to get me
potentially see over the next 3.5
That's
months
the
as
point.
the campaign continues.
Yeah, and Adriana, apologies if you've already reported that, but our Pat Milton is saying we now know the weapon used was a
ask if
rifle.
it's an official act?
That the shooter used that. And in that video we were showing earlier of the downed individual appeared to be wearing fatigues, you couldn't see the weapon. And we don't know that that's the shooter,
Yeah, it
but
did
we
look like he was
believe
wearing
that video
fatigues.
does reflect that was the eliminated threat Secret Service took down.
That's new information.
And confirmation from Pat Milton as well, from 2 law enforcement sources to her. The shooter was outside of that cordoned area, as we've been discussing. It was a couple hundred yards away from former President Trump. It was on that elevated structure. Shot and killed by a member of the Secret Service counter-assault team.
And he almost hit him. That's crazy.
From Pat Milton.
In other words,
That's
a skilled shooter.
Crazy.
To be able to take a shot like that at a distance with a rifle.
And to Ed's point, the current president is talking about unity, trying to cut through the politics and talk about the humanity of the situation. The vice president has also issued a statement. She says that she's been briefed. She says Doug and I are relieved that he is not seriously injured.
Wait, he's pumping his fist and yelling, but the mic is cut? Well, that's when he says, wait, wait. I think he's just saying, like, fucking the crazy shit he always says. The get my shoes shit was wild. Yeah, redonk. The fucking point is it has to be confirmed. Confirmed. That is the problem with today's society. Is that we fucking push shit out and we're like, look at this. This is the thing. This is it. Yes. I don't mind waiting an extra 10 minutes for it to be fucking confirmed. It needs to be confirmed and then I watch it. I get that you guys are all on fucking crack and you want it to be fucking like, I found it before anybody else, bro. I want to make sure that any video that I am sitting up here saying is fucking real is real. I don't want to fucking have the people watching my show watch something that I believe is true and then have it not be. I'm trying to not be part of the problem. You think that you'll be in support of that? Yeah, probably fight, something like that. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. You think so? Is that what they think happened? Is the
this was more of a personal kind of
from the
adventure today. I was there and bared through the heat and went through the security with, there was several thousands of people there and it was very hot. And I made my way to basically the center of the crowd. I was a little bit off to the right of the podium, about 50 yards away, standing there with, shoulder to shoulder with many, many other people. And then I heard one pop and then a second pop, pop, pop. And then there was like four or five that followed that. And it sounded like it came off from my right, which would have been Trump's left, where the video that you were showing, there was 2 people that were injured. I kind of think that these 2 people were in the line of fire, and that was the shot.
It does kind of look like on his ear there. It looks like it is pierced a little bit of some sort.
Showing there was 2 people that were injured. I kind of think that
it looks like there's a hole right there, but I could could be a bad picture.
These 2 people were in the line of fire, and that was the
gash right
shots
there,
ricocheting on the aluminum grandstand kind of seating there.
Oh no!
We heard some of our eyewitness reporters were saying that they could see blood on.
Dude, think about that shit. Think about. Holy fuck! That makes it even crazier. All of these people, so there's a dude. There's people that got shot. How did they? He must have overshot, right? Because it was all the way up there. Those people were coming from looked like the back right of the bleachers, right? All of these people are just standing there after the shots. When the shots go off.
But everyone now.
Is they gonna show it again here? Do they show the video at all during this? No. It was up this area here. But all these people, the shots are going off. And they're just literally just standing there. And there's people being shot. Up into their left. Holy shit, that's crazy. Dude, they don't even react. Let me once again point out to you guys what it would look like in a civil war. There's gunfire going off, and people are being shot around these people, and they are not reacting at all. Like, this dude right here, you can't see my mouse. The dude with the blue jacket on is just standing there. Stays standing the whole time. I mean, a good majority of these people did start to duck and freak out and stuff, so some people will obviously survive. Interview from an ER physician. Yeah, no, we watched, I think we watched that already. Just standing there. What up, Gina? Do you think this hurts or helps I think it helps him. I think it, like, goes right along with what his base already believes. Like I said, you look at a lot of, like, the doomer people in the middle, the independents, people that claim they're independents, they're just, like, really doomers that believe everything is bad, everything's corrupt, and everything is evil. Those people are going to eat this shit up. If those people were voting for RFK before, they're probably voting for Trump now. Because this just, like, plays right into their... They're trying to take him out. They're trying to, the deep state's trying to get him. That kind of shit. This is the type of shit that those kind of people eat up. So I think that undeniably it helps his campaign. Undeniably. Shot sounded suppressed. The bullets were hitting before the rifle report made it to the mics. You think so? They thought it was... But that's what I'm saying, Tia. I'm not trying to shit on these people. I'm just trying to say that's the society we live in. People think that they're ready for, like, a civil war, or if things happened, you know what I would do? I'd live off the land, blah, 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 all that bullshit. But the reality is that we are desensitized to the majority of things that go on in our lives nowadays. We pass it off as, like, fireworks when gunshots go off. If you watch that movie, Leave the World Behind, the very beginning of the movie, a big-ass boat is coming towards the beach. And the wife, like, wakes the husband up, and she's like, yo, that boat's coming towards us. And he's like, it's fine, it'll stop. And then it, like, keeps getting closer and closer, and he's still like, it's fine, it's going to stop. And it's, like, right up on the beach, and they're like, oh, my God, is it going to stop? And they're like, something's going to happen, it's going to stop. Because that's what we've been, like, trained to believe, right? Is, like, something's always going to fix things for us. Something's always going to be the solution to what's going on. So that boat is like it's a bit of a figurative or an example of who we are nowadays. That we will literally look at something like that and go, oh, it's not going to hurt us. Things nowadays don't hurt us. We are, even the toughest among us are very soft people. This is not all that insane that we would all stand around if we heard gunshots going off. Because we would think, oh, it's not gunshots. People don't just get shot around us. It must be fireworks. I'm just making the point that this is what's wrong when people say stupid shit like, I'm ready for the Civil War. It's fucking stupid. Eyewitness report? Okay. Culture War? I don't know who that is. I'll have to look it up. Okay. Oh God, this guy? This is the guy. This is my eyewitness. Okay, the fact that it happened at a Trump rally, you just know there's gonna be some weird ass people giving their eyewitness account. So, this does not surprise me, I guess. Like the fucking weirdest shit ever. President of the United States, former President of the United States, almost gets shot, and the guy giving the eyewitness account is wearing a hat with fake orange hair. We live in such a strange time.
Right, we couldn't see him, but we could hear him, and watch and listen to the rally. Right, we couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea. But
thank you for all the links.
We noticed the guy
I appreciate you.
Bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely.
Damn.
We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right.
Yeah, that's my point, is even the police Even the police are like, what? What am I supposed to do? Oh, shit. This is literally my fucking point.
Here on the roof, we can see him from right here. We see him.
Yeah, exactly,
he's
Fatty. Exactly, Fatty.
And next thing you know, I'm like,
He is
I'm
my
thinking to
ginger
myself,
brother.
I'm like, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're
it's Tim Pool.
That the shots came from that guy on the roof.
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you would.
Okay. British people. They're like, this would have never happened if you would have just stayed with the Queen. Like the BBC guy is like, yep, see, this is what happens when you treasonous ass traitors do this kind of thing, you a bunch of unruly peasants.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service.
We were telling
Sorry,
the police.
Sorry,
we were
buddy.
pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree. Binoculars.
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see? I mean,
Yeah,
obviously,
that's not going to
everyone, when
happen
the shooting
because they don't
started,
think it's
everyone
going to happen.
was Very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
Secret Service blew
Jesus.
his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't know who's watching. But you're pretty sure they shot the guy.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Fucking BBC guy.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
Holy shit. That's crazy. That is crazy. We gotta go back. Did this end? No, it's not.
Arm in the air have circulated like wildfire among his closest supporters and allies. And it should be noted, many of Trump's supporters on social media tonight extremely angry. It's not going to reflect all of the verbatims of what we're seeing on social media from some of the Republicans around Trump. But to be clear, this is still a politically charged moment as much as it is a crime investigation.
I know who you are now,
and
Thunder.
a security moment. Many people already in this country very angry
tell you to shut it
at the
like
other
every
side,
time
not just
now.
on a partisan red versus blue level. But we cover it all the time here at CBS News. There's a visceral nature to the emotions that pour out on the campaign trail.
loving this shit.
And
You're like,
to
this
that
is
point
it. It's
about
the
Pasha,
end.
I was just texting with Robert O'Brien, the former national security advisor to Donald Trump, who sent out a statement saying we've got
Still
to
don't wanna
take
play
the
that game,
political
do you,
temperature
Thunder?
down. He and Mike Lee, the senator, issued this jointly. We've got to take the political temperature down as evidenced by what happened in Pennsylvania today. So 2 key Republican Trump supporters calling for the rhetoric, the political violence, the threats of it to be lowered. That is in stark contrast.
This is literally what I'm saying. Literally what I'm saying is that the reason that things like this are happening is because you have 2 sides of a political party that are getting people worked up to the fucking nines, and in the middle you have a bunch of doomer conspiracy theorists that want everybody to believe that everything is corrupt and everything is evil. This is why these kind of things are happening, because people are getting fucking crazy.
To the head of the Trump campaign, one of the top Trump campaign officials you were reading statements from earlier. We are also looking at social media posts from other Republicans who are quite angry. Everyone should be angry that
Thunder,
this
aren't you
security
supposed to
failure
be on
happened,
some
but
conspiracy
in a way
theory
that will
forum
raise
right now?
further concern of someone misinterpreting
Everyone's corrupt
things and perhaps carrying out further political violence. Law enforcement will want to lower this temperature.
And words
like
matter
I
right
said,
now
maybe
very
that's
much.
the
We're entering, though, a period
silver
of
lining.
extreme political charge with the Republican National Convention. We just heard from Major Garrett and Ed O'Keefe on the ground in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, because that begins on Monday.
We have on the phone another eyewitness from the event in Pennsylvania today. Her name is Melissa Schaffert.
The media does what makes money. The media does what makes money.
You heard what
Thunder,
we
you won't play the game because you know you can't play the game.
According to the log I see, there were at least 3 shots heard. How many did you hear?
I believe we heard 4 shots. It was very confusing because the shots did not sound like they were gunshots. Sounded like they were fireworks. And we were sitting about 50 feet from this giant green tractor, which is a combine. And I looked
What's up with the 2 hats
and
people?
I saw
Why is there always 2 hats people?
Of dust, but I thought that's
Thunder, you don't want to
what a
play the game.
gunshot
You don't get to.
sounds
You don't
like.
get to. I'm not
And
talking to you until you
then
play the game.
chaos ensued, and we all got down on the ground.
You think it was a
and
suppressed
I could
rifle?
actually hear bullets whizzing by.
Trump truth.
So I think the interest.
Trump truth. Let's go watch. Let's go look for the Trump truth. It's the deep state. Thunder doesn't want to play the game because Thunder can't hang. Thunder knows conspiracy theories don't work in real arguments. I can't get into the True Social. Is everybody going on True Social right now? Yeah, I'm always yelling over the videos. Double the tinfoil. Good call, Genie. Double the tinfoil. Yeah, that Joe Biden response to this was super divisive, wasn't it, Thunder? Wasn't it super divisive? Joe Biden getting up there and saying that he's worried about Donald Trump. Super divisive. Am I right? Am I right? Why am I not getting this? Somebody link one for me. If you're not first, you're last. Play the game, Thunder. Play the game. But you won't, 'cause you can't. Oh, here we go. Dude, I bet you it's just like True Social is probably getting mobbed right now. Here we go. All right. I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all of law enforcement. He didn't write this shit. I can tell you right off the bat he didn't write this shit. I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all of law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed and also to the family of another person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter, who is now dead. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the I called it! Upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong in that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening. God bless America. That is the most toned down Donald Trump you will ever hear in your entire life, and that is the last time you will ever hear Donald Trump toned down that much. I guarantee you that. Guarantee. This is the last time you will ever see Donald Trump speak in this manner. Somebody got him his phone. He's like, where's my phone at? Give me my phone. That's not, yeah, you know it's not Donald Trump's tweet. He's like, give me my phone. He would have been safer in jail. I don't know if that's true. Should have let him finish his speech. Thunder, want to play the game, Thunder? Keep dodging me. Keep ducking me, Thunder. Keep ducking me, Thunder. Only looks bad for you, not for me. Keep ducking me. Only looks bad for you, not for me.
A firearm was discharged, but that...
I ain't scared to play the game.
2 or 3 buildings behind that. And
hold on, we got another eyewitness.
Part of it is his account as he sees it.
I am told that our CBS colleague from KDKA, Jennifer Barrasso, is on the line right now. She is outside the scene.
Reb says false flag.
Jennifer, what did you witness?
Dude, as soon as I saw it, Adam, As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Holy shit!" I was just trying to get ready to come on.
Rally just a short time before
Laugh
it
at
started,
Thunder,
and he actually tells me that he saw the shooter on the building, and his name is Benjamin.
You don't want to play Game
Mason.
Thunder.
Thank you
Stop
so
being
much
scared.
for staying around. Just take me back. What were you doing before the shooting happened, and then what did you see and hear?
I was just standing there like everybody else, waiting for Trump. And as Trump started, I noticed 2 officers that were looking for something or somebody. I was looking around myself and seeing a guy on top of one of the buildings.
How long till they blame Hunter Biden?
Like, dude, one
give
building
him
to
2
the
hours,
next.
Mikey.
And
Give him like 2
went
hours.
And told the officer that he was up there. And when I went back to my spot, I heard that people could still see the shit.
Yeah, I'm afraid of shit being confirmed because
so
I'm not going to sit
out,
on X all day, dog.
Went back to tell the officer that if he came over there, he could see them. And when I turned my back is when the shots started, and then it took me a second or two to figure out exactly what it was, and then it was just getting out of there and helping some other person out with her child, and
wow,
we got out.
That's
and that
crazy.
that was the end of that, and I went and left, and that was all.
So the viewers have some perspective. Behind us, okay, is the American Glass Research Company, okay? Can you kind of describe the building behind us, the tan building right there? Can you take a look at it? And then where was the shooter exactly?
You think it's Don Jr.?
There's more buildings behind the tan building that we can see, and we were back there, and
yeah, because it's not confirmed, Reed.
2 or 3 buildings.
I'm not going to show shit
that,
on my show that's not confirmed.
He was on both of them. I assume both of them when he went on that small section from one to the other, and that was where I last saw him, was the end of his day.
So this man was able to basically climb to the next building, and you told law enforcement, hey, there's a guy over there.
Yeah, that's what I said, FJB.
Correct. I don't know how he got up there. I don't know any of that, but I definitely saw him up there. And
it's called confirming, Redon. Confirming. How do you guys have such a hard fucking time with that?
Did you get a good look at the shooter?
No, I don't know.
I don't care about being
anything about him other than
I want to make sure it is
I believe
right
he had a gray
first.
shirt on, but that's about as much as I know.
And then what happened after the shots were fired? Can you describe just the panic and just the fear?
Thank you, Adam,
I'm sure
for
you
being
felt.
the one fucking person.
There was definitely panic. We started out of there, and I went away a little bit and noticed there was a lady trying to get out of there with her 2 chairs and
they
her
confirmed it.
Little child, and I helped her. I carried the
with
child
the police.
Out, her chairs.
Who do you think they would confirm it with?
We got her out, and she said that her dad was still up there, and told me what he was wearing. So I went back up and found her dad and told him where he could find his daughter, and then that was it.
He was outside security.
Got myself out of there.
So the building where the shooter was, if you look to your left, it's that light tan building.
Yeah, they said
that
like
we're
a couple
seeing,
hundred yards, SJB.
To the left of that brown building, correct?
Correct. Back behind the couple of trees.
And any idea just where he was positioned in terms of shooting at the former president?
He was just on the roof. That he would have been almost parallel to the stage. I couldn't see the president from where I
Eric
was.
did it.
I knew where the stage was.
So you were telling me that you actually told law enforcement, hey, there is a guy over there.
Correct.
And what was their response again?
He just took that information and went towards the building looking for the person, and I'm not sure. Like I said, when I turned around is when the shots were, so I don't know what happened with that. And then obviously my attention was directed somewhere else.
Anything, you said you're a local here. What do you know about this company here?
I have no.
Well, hold on. Hold on. Are we seriously are we bringing the company into this? What the fuck did the company do?
I don't know anything about American Glass Research. I assume they do glass research, but that's all I know.
And then another witness I interviewed, he just is baffled, just confused how.
That's what I was saying,
with all
Reno.
the police here, the Secret Service, how this could have happened. Just what are you wondering right now?
I don't have much wonder. The shooter was outside of the secured fence.
That's what I was saying.
He never would have went through
Never been
security.
looked at, yeah.
So he was just far enough away, and I don't know. It's an unfortunate thing.
Oh, the person
that
here is
happened,
saying drag it out. Yeah.
It's not. That's all.
Did you see him get shot?
No, like I said, my back was turned at that point, so I didn't see any of it.
R2D2, what's up, R2D2?
Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. So there you have it. So the witness here just basically saying that he flagged law enforcement, saying that he saw this guy and that it appeared that they were looking for someone, and he then saw the
Four
guy
Seasons.
on the roof. And just many people that I'm talking
Why are you
to are
wearing
just
black,
wondering
Melania?
how this could have happened.
Many people wondering exactly that very question right now.
One week in executive privilege and this happens.
We'll be hearing more from them on those details as they get them. We do have a statement from the Secret Service at this time, and I want to share it with everyone who's tuning in at this hour.
That's a good thing.
The Secret Service is saying today in Butler,
we don't need you
Pennsylvania,
two
at approximately
uniting.
6:15 p.m., a suspected shooter fired multiple shots, no specific number listed here, toward the stage from an elevated position, as our eyewitnesses have been sharing with our audience, outside of the rally venue.
If you don't see comments from somebody that we're talking to, you're on top chat, not live chat. You need to change it to live chat. Bing bong, bing bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Oh man.
The Secret Service personnel neutralized the shooter, who's now deceased. Secret Service quickly responded with protective measures, and former President Trump is safe. One spectator was killed, as we've been reporting, and 2 spectators were.
I don't know. That does look like a hole. I'm just going to say it looks like a hole, but how would it be a hole and not hit him in the head, though? Obviously, I am. What did the guy say earlier? I'm no telemetry expert. Dude, that shit was like that close. Holy shit.
Were critically injured. This incident is currently under
Didn't account for the rotate.
and the
Flat
Secret
Earther?
Service has notified
Flat
the
Earth sniper.
So the Secret Service confirming from
Thunder's-
the federal
Thunder's,
level where eyewitnesses have been saying
Thunder's
in
like
terms
MLK,
of the numbers of
MLK
those injured,
and
that the shooter
Donald
was
Trump
from
are
an
like the
elevated
same
position,
people.
And notably, that those shots were taken from outside of the rally venue. That is going to be a key part of the investigation
Trump's
here.
like Jesus,
why
bro.
the security perimeter didn't include that area, how the shooter knew and could get to that elevated position and be able to take the shots that came this close to the 45th
I told you I'm not talking to you until you play
president
the
of
game.
United States.
Into that
Thunder
point,
don't want to play
Margaret,
the
we
game.
have new reporting from Nicole Skanga that there is now planning currently
Thunder
underway
just
to
wants
expand
to,
the perimeter
Thunder
at the
only talks in
Republican
memes
National
and
Convention
TikToks.
to create a buffer zone
Thunder only
around the
speaks
event.
in
And at
memes and
8:42 p.m. Eastern tonight,
It's hard
former President
to
Trump
play the game when all you
issued
do
a
is
statement
talking
on
memes
Truth
and
Social.
TikToks.
He said, quote, "I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences."
Thunder, you
to
don't
the
know what
family
an
of the
ad
person at the
hominem
rally who
or
was
a straw
killed.
man is.
And, also, and he said
You don't know
said
what
that
either
he
one of those
recounted
things
in his
are.
view, whizzing
It's like
sounds,
when you tried to
rolled
say a pill
shots,
of authority and
immediately
didn't
felt
know what
the
that
bullet
meant
ripping
either,
through
or
the skin,
gatekeeping
much
and
bleeding
didn't know
took
what that
place,
meant either.
He says, end quote, on his Truth Social account.
You learned a lot of cool words from Dave Smith and don't know what any of them mean.
Milwaukee, where Major Garrett is already on the ground ahead of the Republican National Convention, a high-security event.
Thunder.
Major, I have to imagine, is
Thunder.
getting
You
even
can't
more
hang.
protection at this hour.
Thunder don't want to play the game.
Well, Margaret, let me share what's happening right now. I'm about 2 blocks away from the arena where the Republican National
You don't want to
Convention
play
will be
the
held.
game.
It's just over my shoulder.
You know
can't
you
see
lose.
over my shoulder, but
And there is
trust
no
me, 2
losing.
blocks that way. Already, the security perimeter is being built around that convention site, multiple blocks in every direction. As I reported earlier on our special coverage, Reince Priebus, the chairman of this Republican National Convention, was not, when he spoke to me about an hour ago, aware of any changes yet in the security protocols here in Milwaukee. He said he would not be surprised if, in fact, the existing, very extensive security protocols and
so is it
perimeters
tomorrow?
would
Is
either
that
be
true?
hardened or extended.
Somebody said that earlier. TR, I think, said that. National Convention, July 15th through 18th. Is that tomorrow? I don't know what day it is. I'm on vacation. Day after tomorrow, so Monday. Monday is the National Convention. Dude, it is going to be wild. Holy shit. This is going to be so weird. Oh my god, this is going to be fucking weird. Super PAC already, or what is it? Turning Point? Turning Point is already like one of the weirdest shit shows you will ever watch in your life. Like Charlie Kirk with his fucking white boy summer bullshit. You got Mark Robinson talking about murdering people. Yeah, I wonder why somebody would do something like this, guys. I wonder why people would get super worked up when all you do is spread conspiracy theories and talk like fucking psychos about shit. I wonder why something like this would happen in today's society. It's so crazy. It's so weird that in this society where people talk about people going back to a civil war, talk about harming migrants, talk about like all this fucking insane shit that people talk about, all these conspiracy theories about how everybody's evil and corrupt. I wonder if you guys influence these people at all to do this crazy shit. Holy shit. Turning Point is already crazy. The RNC is going to be wild. And I will not be here for that shit. I will be at the beach. So y'all gonna have to watch Adam Mockler. Here we go.
At the rally, who was killed, and also to the family of another person that was badly injured. We actually heard from Secret Service that it was
any excuses for an assassin.
People.
I'm talking about why we're here.
Have been critically injured.
Do you not agree with that,
Trent? Track their recovery as we report this story. It is still in the early moments, and I want to get to Scott McFarlane, our CBS
Sunday,
reporter.
you don't want to play the game.
I'm
not talking to you until you play the game. Until you confront your bias, we are not playing the game.
Really, the unimaginable happened, given how high security procedures are.
You don't want
at a rally
to play
like
the
this.
game because you know that you have a bias and you refuse to confront it.
Enormous magnitude in securing this event. When you're on the rafters inside this rally site, you can see a car dealership. You can see office buildings in the distance. They're in your line of sight.
Hold on. Because you know I love you, Trent. No one is celebrating any of this. At this point, everybody, at least as far as I'm concerned, should understand that this is not acceptable in any way, shape, or form. All of us do agree that Donald Trump will 100% use this to his advantage. And I don't think that that's even debatable. But nobody at this point is going to be celebrating something like this. This is a heightening of rhetoric. This is the type of engagement that only happens, as I said, when certain people continue to push certain rhetoric because they know it benefits them politically and they don't have to ever have any repercussions from it. And when I say that, I'm not even talking about Trump. I'm talking about like Lauren Boebert. I'm talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene. People that intentionally get people worked up, intentionally get people upset, are the cause behind this. This in no way is anybody celebrating that Donald Trump was, well, I don't know, some people have probably done it. I'm not celebrating that Donald Trump was almost shot. No, thunder is just thunder. Leave thunder alone. Leave thunder alone. Oh, no saying Thunder. Come on, Thunder. No pedo shit, dude. Like your husband's in the same room with you.
Thousands of people who were here today.
I know you played the game, Frosty.
You had to get wanded. Your bag had to be searched. They opened the zippers. They checked everything. They looked at your water bottles. Everybody who went through those magnetometers was screened.
Hold on. Trent, did you see Joe Biden come out and talk about Donald Trump? Did you see what he said? Like, he literally came out and was like, I hope he's okay. I'm going to get in contact with him as soon as I possibly can. We're trying to make sure that everything is all right with him. He said that there's no way that anybody should be doing these things. Tell me one thing, Trent. Tell me one thing that Joe Biden has said that's going to lead to this. And if you say the LGBT shit, dude, I am going to absolutely lose my fucking mind. Because other people getting rights doesn't mean that you should, it's okay for you to be upset about that. If I hear one more person on the right go, Joe Biden supporting LGBT people is dividing us. That's fucking insanity. You don't get to, like, that's like saying Joe Biden supporting Latinos or Joe Biden supporting black people is dividing us. Like, that shit drives me up a fucking wall. I'm not saying that you're going to say that, Trent. I'm just saying. Yeah, so anyways, Trent, watch Joe Biden's, what he said. So do me a favor, Trent. Go watch what Joe Biden said, and then go look at MTG's tweets. And then you tell me, like, just like 100%, like, I'm not trying to be an ass or nothing like that. You know that. Go look at MTG's tweet, and then go listen to Joe Biden's speech. And you tell me which one is the proper way to react to what happened. And you tell me which person is grifting off of Donald Trump, literally almost being shot in the face, and what side that they're on. Like, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Is like, the way Joe Biden reacted was the way a person should react to this. And so, you know, I'm not just saying Joe Biden. Mike Johnson, all the other politicians that came out that said this is not acceptable. These are the things that we shouldn't be doing. We don't want to see our society get to this point. Whether they're on the left, the right, they're independent, whatever they are, those people are doing the right thing, right? Anybody that is coming out and trying to use rhetoric to then get other people worked up off of what Donald Trump is doing is just creating a bigger and bigger divide amongst the American people. So my point of view is that Joe Biden's speech was the correct thing to do, and the things that you're seeing from MTG on X right now are the absolute wrong fucking thing to do.
President Biden calling for calm, saying he reached out to Donald Trump himself, hopes to reach him sometime.
No, exactly, Garrett. So I think the media left and right are designed to purposely rile us up. All media benefits financially from ratings, from views, right? So the problem with our media isn't that it's corrupt. People, they're corrupt. Whether it's on people on the left, when it comes to Biden's, being senile, when it's people on the right, when it comes to anything to do with Trump going to jail. What most people don't realize, it's not corruption in the media. It is corruption in their financial means, right? Like, they want to make money. That's the whole point that they're doing this. Their job isn't to inform you. Their job isn't to have good journalism. Their job isn't to, like, come out and, like, make sure that everybody is aware of the facts and information. Their job is to attempt to get out before anybody else does with the story in a way that makes people want to watch their shit and make money off of it. And it's super sad, because now we're literally sitting here at a time where getting people like me or you worked up and pissed off is the way for them to make the most amount of money. If they make a ton of fucking money off of me or you getting upset and we watch it, like fear porn, like anger porn, hate porn, like we're going to sit there and, like, watch this shit and get more and more worked up, we actually feed into that. We make it even worse, because they wouldn't financially benefit from showing us bullshit if we didn't want to watch the bullshit. So it's a problem of money being too much of an influence in media, and the fact that we as a people are addicted to the Jerry Springer super hype, crazy entertainment bullshit, and that's what they know sells. What up, Paul? What's going on, Paul? That's the part for me that, like, for almost everybody, this is what divides me from almost everybody, is that a lot of people see things as being corrupt. I see things as people participating in capitalism in a way that is make money, fuck people. And that whether that's the ultra wealthy corporations, whether or not that's politicians, whether that's the media, the biggest difference between me and my doomer friends like Thunder is that Thunder wants to believe every single person that has ever done anything wrong is corrupt and evil. And I do not believe that. I believe that people do things that they think are the right things and they fuck up. And there are people that do things that they know are financially beneficial to them, but that's the way the game's set up. If you don't like the game, then you got to change the game. So the biggest difference between me and my doomer friends is that the doomers think every single thing is corrupt. Every politician's corrupt. Every piece of media that isn't their favorite fucking YouTuber is corrupt. You know, every vaccine is corrupt. Everything is corrupt. Corrupt and rigged. Rigged and corrupt. I don't believe that. I don't believe that every person in the FBI is a bad person. I don't think that every single time that Donald Trump's been put on trial, it's a sham. Donald Trump has done a lot of bad shit in his life. Donald Trump is being held accountable for it. Donald Trump has over 4,000 cases against him in the last, 40 years. 4,000. That's fucking insane. But just what you said makes 100% sense. And that is that the media, the way things are being portrayed, is bad. And it is part of why people are being divided. Even Thunder, who agrees with me on that, will fight me on it over and over and over again because they want to believe that it's some kind of crazy conspiracy theory, and it's not just as simple as the fact that we participate in a capitalistic society that incentivizes people to do shit like this, like Divide America, like MTG, like CNN, like Fox. It incentivizes people to do these stupid fucking things and to hate each other. The problem is money. The problem is capitalism. What is it? What am I not doing? Yeah, fear-mongering is bad no matter what side it comes from. I think any big media corporation... So anyways, started blasting. EDB. I've said this on this channel before, right? Is that, I don't want to ever be to a point where I have financial contracts, right? Like I don't want to ever have myself in a place where I have to worry about losing subscribers. Where I'm at now is I just say what I say. Sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes I'm right. Sometimes the things that I believe probably are going to change at one point or another, depending on information as I get it. But I never want to be beholden to the people that watch my show's beliefs. I want to be able to say, I think this is wrong. I think that is wrong. And I want to be able to do so without ever having to be concerned about my bottom line, right? So I think that when you have these big news media places that are, trying to get out ahead of everybody, so they make mistakes and they report shit that isn't true, but then they also try to grandiose it. They try to exaggerate it. They try to make things into what is a packageable product, something that makes money for them. And that's a huge fucking problem. The majority of problems in our society are linked to money. Money in politics, bad. Money in the media, bad. Money in our healthcare system, bad. Money in our prison system, bad. Money in education, bad. It all goes back to the fact that we have a system that is capitalism that works really well economically, but as far as people goes, as far as human beings go, it's not great. It doesn't work super well for being a humanist, for being able to be empathetic or have sympathies for people, because it's one of those systems that is individual, never the community. And you need something that's a lot more balanced than that. You should have the ability to recognize individual rights and understand their importance, but also once you get to a point where you're safe, where your rights are protected, you should want to see others get those rights as well. Like, that's, you take care of yourself so that way you can take care of others. That's the balance. And no one wants to have balance anymore. Everybody wants to just have fucking super polarized beliefs
It's a
on
top
one side or the
national
other.
security event.
Biden, former President Trump, and their campaigns, and are taking every possible measure to ensure their safety and security. Maintaining the security of the presidential candidates and their campaign events is one of our department's most vital priorities. And we did see some reports there that there was increased security around Senator J.D. Vance on that short list of potential vice presidential contenders, the junior senator from the state of Ohio as well. But it looked like those were ATF
you are in a
officers
cult.
who were at his home based on the reporting we had earlier. Why would that happen, Sam?
Well, let me just note, I work very closely with the U.S. Secret Service. They are ideologically agnostic. Their protection mission does not depend on political party. Under U.S. law, they are legally authorized to protect the former president and his family. So any notion that this was politicized in any way, and that's what led to the security failure, I think, of course, will be investigated, but I've seen no evidence of that in my tenure at Homeland Security. The U.S. Secret Service does not currently have a mandate to protect Senator J.D. Vance. He is not the vice presidential nominee. All that will change after the convention when we have a vice president nominated. So there are other law enforcement agencies, both federal, state, and local, that have jurisdiction to enhance security around individuals when the threat environment changes. So at this time, we should understand that there are likely efforts underway to identify whose security may be most at risk in this instance, and law enforcement stepping up its posture in that regard.
You're looking at the screen right now and seeing a statement from J.D. Vance.
So this, and I hate to even ever agree with J.D. Vance, has a better point than anybody else that has argued with me over this. This is a better point than anybody so far that has fucking came in here and argued the other side of this. And that is that the rhetoric that led directly to President Trump's attempted assassination is something like Project 2025. But you're not going to have people that are going to not speak up on Project 2025, right? Just like you don't have to have people that are unwilling to speak on the problems with the border. It's about how it is spoken about. I've said this a bunch of times. When it comes to talking about the border, if people want to have real conversations about the border that aren't just hyperbolic or conspiracy theories or exaggerations, there are conversations to be had about that. But Project 2025 also, there are lots of conversations to be had about that.
Vance, and he said this isn't an isolated incident, and that the premise of the Biden campaign is that Donald Trump is an authoritarian fascist who must be stopped at all costs.
Okay, ain't wrong.
So he is directly, as I think Bob pointed out earlier, he is drawing a line between the rhetoric used on the campaign trail by the Biden campaign to the incident that happened today, perhaps.
It's not a person, Adam.
That it
Me and you can have that argument if you want, but I'm going to tell you that it's not a person.
A more direct line.
This is a religious argument versus a non-religious argument.
What our
I'm not
reporter
religious.
Nicole Skanga,
I don't believe
who
it's a
covers
person.
These agencies, is sending to us. She is reporting that the suspect
I know it
shot
isn't,
at
I know that.
the former president and other individuals with an AR-style rifle from 200 to 300 feet away. Our earlier reporting had just been rifle. This is just a bit more detail, and it has the distance of 200 to 300 feet away, presumably from Donald Trump.
Frosty, stop trolling. I know you're trolling. I know you're trolling right now, Frosty. Stop trolling.
But we do know it was outside the security perimeter, which is why we had this catastrophic
You think this is it, Rito?
Of ability to protect. I'm hearing from our control room that our CBS Mornings co-host and colleague, Tony DeCopo, is also joining us now from
They make up
Milwaukee,
over 10%
Wisconsin.
of the fucking United
Tony,
States. They would be everywhere.
These Republican national conventions, they are often, just like the Democratic national conventions, almost like a week-long commercial.
You think
there's
it's
pomp,
the end?
there is circumstance. The tenor and the
Hold
tone.
on. Let's do a poll. So 50%, 57% of you guys say that it's legit. So we're gonna end this poll here, Okay. Drink. Thunder. Thunder is Redonk's really good friend. Manic, just so you know. Okay. This is so weird that we're even going to ask this question, but we're going to ask this question anyways. I don't want to out who Thunder is. Is this not? That's not nice. How do I word this? Do you think this attempt will help or hurt Trump? Okay, do you think? Nah, still not, Mikey. Never. They don't. Even if Trump got shot, they'd never. Okay, so the question is, do you think this attempt will help or hurt Trump? We'll just keep it simple. We'll just go yes or no. All right, guys, you tell me. You guys tell me whether or not you think this is going to help or hurt his chances, okay? Now, I actually believe, like I said, because this appeals really strongly to the doomer conspiracy theorists that believe in the deep state and the Illuminati and all that bullshit. So I think this is going to help his chances of becoming the president, because I think you're going to drag over a lot of the RFK types that think that this is like all actually, you know, it's all corruption. They're trying to take him out. There's going to be people that 100% believe that this is the Democrats trying to do it. So I believe that this is actually going to help him, to be honest. You don't think it's going to do either? I guess I should have said that. I should have put neither. I guess I should have put neither as well. Yes, it will help. No, it will not. You're too late. It's a help or hurt question. Did I fuck up the question? Here. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, sorry. Okay, restarting. Sorry. I see what you're saying, Adam. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, that was poorly worded on my part. My bad. And I'll add in the other one. Okay, so help. Hurt. I wasn't ready to come on, guys. I wasn't ready. I literally just like fucking popped on as soon as I saw this stuff. I wasn't ready. Don't judge me. And then Thunder came in here and yelled at me. Okay. Do you think it'll help him? Hurt him? Yeah, I got you, Stan. Or do you think that my buddy's from Cincinnati. I'll ask him if that's true, Frosty. Or neither. Yeah, sympathy gets votes. Yeah, EDB. I said this quite a while ago about the felony conviction, that like he would use it to become victim Trump. Victim Trump is the most human Trump, so people love that shit. People eat it up. I believe it'll help him. I think that unfortunately, this is probably the worst case scenario was something like this happening, as it is most likely going to help his case.
Well, if I'm looking at the log here of events
I've only looked
that
a little bit in the
did, just playing back the tape, it looks like at 6:11 the first Secret Service officer rushed in, and then at 6:12 we hear people yelling shooters down.
Adam, it was like
so what would that indicate
people,
to you about just how obvious a position this individual was in, and how
out of 1,000 people,
if they could act that quickly, that they didn't know ahead of time that there was that kind of vulnerability?
It's 290 people.
I can't really answer that.
And you don't even know that they're all Democrats.
Have to come out, but that's part of their.
You don't even know that they're all Democrats either.
Be, you know, panning the area, if you will. I mean, they have long-range binoculars, long-range rifles themselves, and you know, maybe the individual was just camouflaged in such a way that he wasn't able to be seen until he started firing. So there is a number of.
Because I'm not allowed to say certain things on YouTube. What Tucker just said is one of my beliefs right now, okay? Like I said, I'm not allowed to say certain things because they can be considered conspiracy theorizing, okay? But Russians have all the reasons to create discord in America. And I'm just saying that there's a potential Russians were involved. Just going to throw that out there. Hoping that was obtuse enough. Allegedly.
Questions that need to be answered, I guess, before we can say that. But by the same token, you did
how
see
inept
that
the security detail was. That's what I'm telling you. People like don't understand that. Like people are actually bad.
You know, covering the protectee, they clearly checked him medically. That's why they didn't leave the stage any quicker than they did, to make sure
Project
that
2025
there was
is
not
the
other
most
injuries that they would exacerbate.
The founding fathers
by pulling
would
him
be
off stage.
fucking rolling in
And
their
you
graves
clearly saw
over
the counter
2025.
assault team, which is a different team, get into place, and they're covering those agents while they're taking care of the former president.
Stanley
and
took most of our conspiracy theorists.
Got him to the armored limousine.
They took all our anti-vax, all our big pharma,
in a situation like
anti-big
this, what is
pharma
the
theorists.
security protocol
They stole
for
them
other
during COVID.
high-value,
We have a
potential
lot less
high-value targets,
nowadays.
frankly, other high-ranking former or current officials?
Blame
What's happening
Pelosi.
around the country right now, both to members of the elected leaders' families, but also lawmakers themselves?
Well, all of the security around anyone with protection is going to be enhanced, I think, over the next few hours, simply because of this, because you want to find out if there's more.
I'm not going to break the rules to that because people are like, you should talk about
if you have, multiple individuals. So a lot of
I'm on here for politics. You guys want to talk about that shit? You guys talk about it.
A period of hours or days with the intelligence, but I can assure you that all of the protection around protectees, whether it's Secret Service protectees, Capitol Hill with members of Congress, that is all being increased as we speak. And I think obviously it's already become pretty obvious from the other reporting, Major Gary and so forth, about Milwaukee and how heightened that has become in the last few hours. So everything will be increased. There's no doubt in the coming hours and for the coming week, particularly with the convention.
Just based on these initial details and the forensics so far, is it your assessment that this was a skilled shooter, someone who had gone through training?
It's hard to say what sort of training he may have had, but certainly, someone didn't just go out and buy a rifle of this type this afternoon.
My video's fucking up a little bit right now. Kyle, I made a video on Project 2025. If you go and watch the video, you can actually look in the description. The description has the actual PDF to the mandate for leadership, which is what people are talking about. So what people get wrong is they talk about Project 2025, and they don't realize that what they're most likely talking about is the book that was written, the manual that was written for it, which, yes, I mean, I'm playing a semantic game here, but it's the mandate for leadership. Mandate for leadership is what you want to read. That's the 900-page novel that is out there. So if you want to see the link for it, you can go watch my 2025 video. You can click the link. The link will take you to the PDF. It also has an AI, which is a large language model, which seems pretty unbiased because if you ask it questions, it'll just straight up give you the information. So there's a link to the large language model. Here, I'll even bring it up. Here you go. LLM project. Or here. What am I doing? I just fucking pull it up from my video. Sorry if my video is fucking up. I don't know why, but now it's starting to fuck up. So I think YouTube became aware of my Russian, my talking about Russians being part of this, and now I'm in trouble. Where is it? I don't even know what video.
We, the people of the United States. We've moved so far away from the Constitution that in many.
So unless you live. Okay, where is the description? Why do they always move this shit? Okay. Can I? Here we go. So this one, okay, for everybody watching, this is a Cliff Notes version. So that's the Cliff Notes version, but the cool thing about the Cliff Notes version is that in each one of these little things that they tell you, the blurbs, they don't just tell you just believe me, bro, just trust, bro. Instead, they give you page numbers for this shit. So you can go through in here and look. It says from Mandate for Leadership, page 299 and 300. You can look where it says 649 and 650 for this one. So you can actually, so you take this, okay, you use that, and this is the actual PDF, okay. That's the actual PDF for the Mandate for Leadership. So you can use these two things to find out what they're talking about, like the strengthening, or I'm sorry, not strengthening, the weakening of benefits for veterans due to certain disabilities not being covered anymore. You can go to page 649, 650, and like look that up. That way you see it, so you're not just like believing what they tell you. You can go and verify exactly what it is, and you can make decisions on your own whether or not you think that that shit's true. This is a large language model, so you can ask this questions. And from what I could see, it's pretty unbiased, because when you ask it questions, it doesn't give you like some kind of crazy answer. So like it tells you what is Project 2025? Project 2025 is a comprehensive initiative spearheaded by the Heritage Foundation aimed at preparing for a conservative administration in the United States by January 2025. The project is built on 4 main pillars: policy agenda, personnel database, training, 180-day playbook. The project is a collaborative effort involving a broad coalition of conservative organizations. It aims to ensure that a conservative administration can hit the ground running from day one, effectively reversing what it sees as the damaging policies of liberal politicians and building a better country for all Americans. So, I wouldn't show you guys this if this came back with fucking the right is trying to destroy America kind of thing, right? Like, if you want to look into something like this and want to use something like this, then you should also follow it up by verifying the information within the Mandate for Leadership, which is what I also linked, right? But this is actually really cool because you can ask it stuff like, what restrictions does it suggest for abortion? And it'll come back with a generic answer that just says if you don't like Project 2025, then you should vote against Trump. Look at that, Jesus Christ. Okay. So I asked it, what restrictions does it suggest for abortion? Project 2025, as outlined in the Mandate for Leadership, proposes several stringent restrictions and policy changes aimed at limiting access to abortion and promoting pro-life initiatives. Here are some of the key recommendations. Exemptions for multi-source generic drugs. The project suggests exempting multi-source generic drugs from requirements to pay rebates to Medicaid and other federally funded health programs. This is aimed at encouraging investments and expanding manufacturing capacity when supply is unable to meet demand. Okay. Promotion of efficacy trials. The FDA and NIH should promote efficacy trials of new applications for generic drugs, potentially including NIH funding such trials or conducting its own. So this is just going to give you the information, right? It's not going to tell you why it thinks it's wrong, right? Like, so like this is a pretty generic thing it's saying right here, and you have to decide what that means. How is that? Let's see if we can even ask how this is applicable. Can you sometimes if you ask AI to do stuff like this, it'll actually do it. So let's see if it does it. Stop it. Here we go. Okay. Sure, imagine you have a toy that you really like and it's very popular. Now let's say someone makes a new version of that toy that is just as fun but costs less money. Before everyone can start playing with the new toy, we need to make sure it's just as good and safe as the original one. In the grown-up world, this is similar to what happens with medicines. There are expensive brand-name medicines and cheaper versions called generic drugs. Before doctors can give these cheaper medicines to people, scientists need to test them to make sure they work just as well and are safe. Project 2025 suggests that 2 important groups, the FDA, which checks if medicines are safe, and the NIH, which does a lot of health research, should help pay for and do these tests. This way we can have more and good affordable medicines for everybody. So then you'd ask, So why is this bad? And it's probably going to give me a generic answer because it's not biased. The idea of promoting efficacy trials for new applications of generic drugs isn't inherently bad. In fact, it can have several benefits, such as making medications more affordable and accessible. However, there are some potential concerns and challenges that could arise. Funding and resources, regulatory burden, industry influence, implementation challenges, ethical concerns. So you guys can see that by using this, you can like do a bunch of different stuff. Thanks, Paul. I don't know if my camera's even working anymore. I am the... Yeah, of course he heard of Project 2025. Of course he did. Okay, well, I think that's about it for now. Because my camera or my internet is doing some weird shit right now. Sorry, I'm staring at it right now. So, if you guys can hear me, do you see me, Gray Pill? Is it working? Can you hear me is the question. So, let's see. If I can get everything is working, I will continue to. You're welcome, Jeannie. Hold on. I want to actually ask it this. It's probably going to give me the generic answer that I should vote against Donald Trump. Sorry, please stay on questions and concerns about Project 2025. Thank you. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I'm going to. All right. We're going to call it here because whatever, my internet is being fucking horrible, and I don't even know if you guys have kept up with me at this. So check out the resources that I linked to you. If you guys are like 25 minutes behind me because my video's messed up, I'm sorry. I wish that it was doing better, but I am done for the week. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thunder, I love you. Okay? Don't be mad. Don't be angry at me, Thunder. Redonk, tell Thunder I still love her. Okay? It's okay for us all to disagree. It's okay. All right? I appreciate you guys. I'm thankful for everybody showing up. Normal days for live streams will be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, 5 p.m. Pacific. New videos are out while I'm on vacation this week. You guys should watch my videos in case you guys are you're fiending to hear me say dumb shit. Go watch my videos. Like them, share them, comment on them for the algorithm, please. Yeah, check out everything. Check out my Project 2025 video. Check out my video for why I'm still voting for Biden. Check out any of those things. Disagree with me. Tell me you think I'm an idiot. All of those things are super important in my life. Project 2025 is fucking horrific. I'm not here to join a Christian coalition nation. I'm not going to live under the rule of Christian authoritarianism. So I will be voting against every Republican that thinks that Project 2025 is something that they should fucking institute. Fuck that shit. Other than that, I hope to see you guys when I get back. I hope you guys have subscribed to the channel. I hope you guys have liked the stream. And I hope next Saturday, when I get back from my vacation at the beach, that the world hasn't completely burnt down. This is crazy shit. This is a crazy day. I cannot believe that I saw what I saw today. And I need all of you guys to remember that I love you and I appreciate you. And I want you to be here. And this not be fucking crazy. Okay, guys. Everybody have a good week. Everybody go watch the videos. Everybody do your best to stay sane. And I will try not to get sunburned. I will probably get sunburned. All right, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you next time.